Hey guys, welcome back to the Base 3 YouTube channel. My name's Tyler Clark and I'm today going to take you through the 2 kilometer row, okay? So we're going to go looking at the screens, we're going to look at stroke move mechanics, stroke rate and length. We're also going to take a look at pacing options, okay? So how should you attack the 2K row? If you haven't already, like, subscribe so you don't miss out on more content, and also leave a comment down below with your 2K road time. I want to know what it is. Mine, I believe, from memory, is a 6:37.
Bullshit.
Nah, it's the truth. I got this.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So, guys, we're going to first take a look at setting up the screen, okay? So most people don't know this, but let's take a look at it so that we know how it all works. So menu button takes us back to this screen here. We're then going to select workout because we're going for a 2 kilometer row, new workout, single distance, and from there it pops up on 2 kilometers every single time. All we need to do is then click the tick box, and then from there it's set and ready to go. Now you can change how you view this screen by the different buttons you press up here. You can see this is now that. Here we go, racing a boat, and this one just gives you a nice big screen. This is the screen that I kind of like to see, or I like to see this time because it gives you your average and your projected finish time as well, which is also a good one to have if you have specific goals, i.e. you've done this before, okay? So next, we're going to take a look at our stroke positions and movement pattern, all right? So setting up, you obviously want these nice and tight, so make sure that you've set this up for your feet, okay? Everyone's got different foot size. From there, when you're bringing your hips in, you don't want to bring your hips in as far as here, purely because you can see how much it's taking away and the positions it's putting me in, okay? I would be very quad dominant if I was to drive back now on my toes, versus if I have my hips in a nice position, I would then be able to drive through my heels and I'd activate my hamstrings and glutes a lot more, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to take a look at the stroke rate now. So I'm going to be pulling with my legs first. So my arms are straight. I'm engaging my lats so that there's tension on here. I'm not just relaxed, okay? I am then, as you can see, I'm leant forward. I still don't want to round my lower back. I will round my upper back, squeeze my lats, pull with my legs. I start to lean back and hinge at the hip, and then I'll continue to pull with my arms once my legs are straight, okay? So you'll see this again at a little bit more pace. Legs, lean, pull, okay? On the way back, I then want to straighten my arms while my legs are straight. I then start to bend and lean forward, and I'll repeat that again. I'm also, as I do this, trying to keep the chain nice and straight. If you see a lot of people, when they bend, they'll also have to bring their chain up or the handle up. What this does is it starts to have a little wobble effect with that chain. And what that does is, if you imagine it on the cog, the chain has to go into that cog. As you wobble it, it then disconnects from that cog and stops you being able to grip and pull at a good pace. So try to keep the chain nice and straight. Try to pull with legs first, lean back, then continue with our arms. On the way back through, arms, lean, and legs. Okay, guys? So it will be your stroke movement pattern, all right? Now we're going to move on to stroke rate. So if you come over and just have a look up the top here, you can see this is strokes per minute, okay? So strokes per minute is what you're kind of looking at when you're looking at your stroke rate, okay? Now, as I pull, depending on how many pulls I do within that minute, it will just change, okay? For me personally, I don't want it to be super high. I'm trying to hit around 22 to 24 strokes per minute, which allows me to then continue to move at a good pace, have power in my stroke, and also keep that row pace where I want it to sit, okay? Last off, we're going to talk about the strategy, okay? So when we're going for our 2 kilometer row, if you have a target in mind, i.e. you've done this before and you know what you're trying to aim for, then let's work backwards from there, okay? So that we can break it into 500 meter chunks. For example, if you're trying to hit a 8-minute or sub 8-minute just, then you might hit a pace of first 500 meters, a 1:59 pacing on the screen. Then from there, you're probably going to drop back to about a 2 minute. Try and hold the 2 minute for the next 500 meters. And then the last 500 meters, obviously we try and push the pace, but on the screen, you'll probably try and hold that 1:59. The last 100 is where we put it all out there, okay? For me personally, what I'm going to be trying to do is I'll break it into the 500s as well and work backwards from there. I will go 10-second hard sprint to get the machine going, get my projected finish time down and my average pace down. Then from there, settle into my pacing of what I'm trying to hold the whole distance. So that's 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes. That's how long I'm working for. And then that last 100, 150, see what I've got left in the tank and really just give it pedal to the metal, leave nothing out there, okay? So make sure you guys have fun with this 2 kilometer row. It's gonna be absolutely brutal. It's one of the worst things I've ever done in my life, but make sure you guys watch this video fully to the end and comment your new 2K time now.